Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Okay, stop yawning, bro.
Run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Well, there's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school. Didn't have the opportunity to get him. But now with this opportunity, they think they can get him back to those former level.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 28 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game
scary,
early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Chargers much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap. A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Now the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Hey, go Lion.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Oh, that's some good
You like that, Zaddy, huh?
Because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short.
Rally is it, Kevin?
You talk about this Chiefs defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix.
And this is inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
59.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive.
What's the Niners, bro? Oh my God! Yeah, no wonder. Jesus Christ.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 20.
My man said, you know what? I want to catch on fire.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it got his man complete. He's to the 15, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partners are playing the defensive back. I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. The Chargers at 1-1 for 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown, Chargers. From 8 yards out. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Brandt. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They'll come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun. Brandt. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now a dump off here complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert throwing again. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit. Get the running game going back inside.
So the completion good for just 3.
Hope they do.
And it's 2nd down. These two teams all tied after one.
Yeah.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Yeah.
21.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Herbert off of play action. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again.
Certain kind of red chest.
Throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Some of them do, some of them don't.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Third and 19.
Herbert. Dancing to his left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That might shit. I made out of that fucking ingot, bro.
And his kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks you tell just end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down. Grant.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
There he goes, right side. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
This pass reeled in by Hull.
Touchdown! A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you never going to want to try to get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Charger drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And a good run here as he'll run it all the way down to the 40-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he's just shredding him at this point.
And it's intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they throw the pick six.
Kevin, did you not hop on and ride that your Tokyo Drift car?
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Your Tokyo Drift car that you posted on Facebook, on Snapchat. The car. Jesus fucking Christ. Did you ever ride it?
The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long.
If you got Cativas in your fucking shit, it does it too, by the way. I think it makes it to where you can carry more.
On first down, it's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
If you put Cativas in your shit, you'll carry more.
Catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41.
Here's Herbert.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7.
Yeah, Malpaca.
And it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, maybe not counted on.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Well, don't be buying up everything, bruh.
kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25.
Cross the ball.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, Brand. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving.
He's got a man, complete. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Allen. Jerome Johnson, 84 yards. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting.
And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Rashee Rice.
75 yards.
And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. And he won't get all the way into the end zone as he's out of bounds, but not before getting it down inside the 10.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 131 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now it's Herbert. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now a first carry for their fullback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage with the big man setting the tone physically.
From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 4. Toss right side to Pacheco.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Brandt
working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
That's laid out deep for Rice. And that's going to be incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Flush to his right. Escapes the defender. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Ready?
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirect.
Touchdown!
Rashee Rice
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Chiefs get a bit closer.
Point after here coming up. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Set.
Herbert now.
Complete to Johnston here.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Here comes third and the length of the football.
Baylor tight. Let's go.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss.
Down to about the 32.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
Second and 7.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This is 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Let's go, let's go.
Here's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Call it a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Jerry Jeudy from 17 yards out.
And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
155 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A carry here for the big tight end. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Third and 12.
Home the troops right.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chargers,